I'm going to walk you back to what I am calling the backyard banya. So it's a private party opportunity here for people to rent nightly or during the day. We're still experimenting with how this is going to rent. I've had probably about 5 groups over here. And this is the first winter where I have it really decked out. So you can see back there, I took a quarter of my yard and turned it into this little sanctuary. So at night I'll have these torches lit. This is where I'll have a bathroom. Bonfire area here. So this is grass for right now, going that way. I probably artificial turf it from my fence back this way. But I've concealed the fencing off. There's nothing on that other side. But I just wanted to make sure this was private. So this area is where I'm still in the finishing phase. This is a hot tub here that can be set up for parties. We'll get to 104. I recently invested in lockers, so now we can have 18 guests here with a locker. They're really nice. They're super heavy. Otherwise, I have plans to cover this with plexiglass, like a greenhouse right here. Have a door and then have that see-through, and then cover the top and then span that. So this is warm in here. I could actually have plants in here and it won't take as much energy to heat that. So I just put some little colored twinkle lights. That garland really adds a little, for surely adds something. I put up 2x6s and made a trellis. This is 12 feet. I think this is 9 or 10, and a few feet outside here. It's very cozy. I covered this, so now we can have parties under cover. And I've also had thoughts of enclosing portions or all of this. But I'm playing around with the idea of Nordic outdoor living, and I'm taking on that with my landscape company as far as creating these types of spaces for people. So I have heat sources right here and right there, and you'll see inside where the third main one is. So you essentially can be outdoors in any area around here and get to a warm spot or have the ambient heat hitting you. So I could do another one of these right here. And then now these measure area square footage wise of heat coverage. So this one would be overlapping that one. So everybody in there would be heated. Similarly here, we may need one more. Anyways, you get that idea. I've been thinking about this a lot. The idea is to have people be able to enjoy their outdoor spaces 12 months. So I am having a really special booth at the Minneapolis Home and Garden Show, March 5th through the 9th at the Minneapolis Convention Center. So anyways, I'll have this kind of recreated couch, right? I have carpet squares so people can come out with bare feet. And I have more here. So you can be on barefoot all the way over to your locker with a nice surface. Again, 35 years of landscape design. So I can see these things right as I initially designed them. Back here, cold plunge. That is a 6x6 by 42 inch that I'm going to turn into a cold plunge here and have it recessed. That would fit 8 people. That's a single or 2 small people. You can also use the hot tub for a cold plunge also. So here's a residual wood stack. I always like to have some here out in addition to what I keep in the hot room. I also have a rack here that will fill up. So I don't want to worry about wood. In my business, we can always get wood. So at my brother's place, we have wood on a 3-year cycle. So that third year is dried and ready. And then the second year is cut to length. And then the first year is cut to length. And then the second year is whatever, split down to 16 and then split. And then third year is whatever, dry. Here is the lounge. So this was a 12 by 16 shed with nothing in it. There was a garage door right there. So again, carpet squares. I have this door on purpose like that to keep it closed if somebody doesn't. Oh, there's a fridge. And it's a good size fridge too. And freezer up top, of course. It's nice to have ice in the hot room, especially when you get over 200. Hooks behind there. I have kind of trinkets everywhere. You know, the stuff that you have in drawers that never gets anywhere. Water cooler, mirror. There I am. Ha. Check out this necklace I put on. Turtle decorations, hot room right here. Candle window, great idea. I got a book from Sauna Times when I was doing this. It helped. There was a few things in there I picked up. But I also had a carpenter with 60 years experience to help me construct a lot of this. Mike Strub. Thanks, Mike. Sturgeon Bay Shipping Canal when I was being dredged in 12. This is paper from 1868 when they first started talking about the Sturgeon Bay Shipping Canal. So I collect stuff on that. That's a very old photo, super, super rare. Some of my crap over there. I was on really good athletic teams. The world. Florida Keys is my other thing I like to collect stuff. Henry Flagler was John D. Rockefeller's business partner in Standard Oil. So he basically single-handedly funded the railroad that went from Homestead to Key West. And here's the first day they came into Key West on train. There he is right there. Look at all those people in Key West. That was the biggest city in the United States back then. Sponges, cigars. They were going to have that as a shipping port. I think they did for a short period of time until the hurricane of 1935. Vanic brooms, ceiling fan. Yeah, that is nice to have for sure. More Key West. So 2 years ago, I swam around that island. That was 12.6 miles. And then I went down around Mackinac, which was 8.5. And then this year I went around Charleston, South Carolina. That was 13, just under 13. Pottery. More Key West. This is a really good book here. So is this one. And my favorite book. Vladimir Kush, metamorphical surrealist. I've met him in Maui and I've been to 3 of his galleries. The other one's he's got one in Vegas and he has one in Laguna Beach, California. What else? That's this. Okay, so I have a compartment there that I can fit something 8 feet long because I thought of having a trundle bed right here where I could bunk people. But then I bought this, which is a pull-out, so technically I can like Airbnb this. Still got to firm up the door. Switch for inside outlets. See, I got recessed lights here on a dimmer. So at night, when you just got this going on, yeah, that's really cool. Hot room. So this took off and on about a year to do. This is a 6.5 by 11.5. And I'm gonna fog up in here for sure. I had a friend I met do some welding here, and he welded on a super high rock basket. I think I'm holding about 600 pounds of rock in there. And when I stack these blocks, I'm gonna go up this and this again. And these walls are all cultured stone floor to ceiling. So the thermal mass that's created here, the following day I tracked, it used to be a little warm in the morning by like 6 or 7, but now 7 or 8 at night, I'm still over 120. This window opens. There's a cathedral box there, and then I have my double wall. You can see it where I just started it, but it's better to have as much single wall as possible because that's where you're gonna get your steam and radiant heat more. So for sure, also this ice trickle. We are at 170 with 30% humidity. I love 170 up on the top bench. It's perfect. I have 48 inches from my top to my bench. I could do 44, but it's for tall people, I guess, here. Everything in here is aspen, so I milled and planed, and all this is aspen benching. See how it looks like it's floating? And I love going all the way back to the wall on the lower bench. My idea was that somebody could, sleep in here, but it's not conducive because that clearance is uncomfortable. But this is an 11-foot bench. This seats 12 really nicely. I have this open. I don't have a drain. I've had this plenty wet with my 2-year-old in here. But when you're hot, this will evaporate. So a lot of people put huge emphasis on a drain. And yeah, in Russia where you're dousing water by the gallons, maybe yes, but here's my oil thing, and then my stash of essential oils. I didn't want to put it right over here. I want it there. I have a chalice back there. I'm doing geranium today. It smells awesome. There's my draw. I'll choke that down. But tonight we have a few couples coming. We'll get it around, 200. So there is the tour of the backyard banya. Again, I'll get some shots later of when it looks like at evening. Stargazer chairs. Solo stargazer back here. And this is a pretty private setting. So you can go on to soundnice.net and book this with your private party. You can actually book this. Come here. The feedback we get is, this is a pretty special place, so the feedback is only positive. So it's just starting to do this. This is the first true winter, like I said. And the idea is to have a place in a public space to do this same kind of thing. And that is maybe coming sooner than I had planned. SAUNICE.net. Click on the book, and then you can find Backyard Banya in one of the main items. We're at Lake Johanna Beach every Sunday in the winter, November through April, 10 a.m. to whenever. We partner with Lake Johanna Ice Dippers. It's an ice hole that we maintain. And planning a very large event, February 22nd. So I'll update again with that.